Alrighty, everybody. So, finally have Jiren awakened. We're here to do a 55% showcase on him. I won't have any equips, obviously, on him. As per his hidden potential, he's honestly pretty straightforward, I would say. You can make either two choices. You can either go, like, full dodge in additional, or you go full additional and dodge. I don't think you can really go wrong with either or, so just personal preference at the end of the day. Have him at link level 1 obviously as well, and we're going to go ahead and take a look at him in a difficult fight. I think he's going to do pretty well because he is pretty straightforward. Like, I know some people were calling him boring, but I think that's not a bad thing because, trust me, some characters like AGL Vegito can have like paragraphs and paragraphs of a passive and still suck ass, but this guy can have like a pretty neat, well-written little paragraph and be like top 10 in the game. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and hop into the fight. Alright guys, so we're going to be hopping into the Evo Ken fight with the team looking like this. I could run double Jiren instead of double UI Goku, but I just kind of wanted to put the main focus on my Jiren instead of bringing like a friend one that might like steal the spotlight a little bit. But we're going to go to hop in like this. This should go fairly well as long as we don't get too screwed. I guess let me make sure I have like animations and stuff on. Yep, there you go. Alright, let's go ahead and hop in. So, Jiren, just to start talking about him. So like I said, he's a pretty straightforward unit. Leader skill is pretty good. He basically gives like Universal Survival Saga key 3 200% because he's a Carnival leader. But he has an extra line where he gives Universe 11 specifically basically the same buff, but instead of 3 key, he gives 4 key to them. So, which is, I feel like that's like pretty good. Like that's completely fine because helping out Universe 11 is completely fine with me. Of course, you guys spread out. You guys literally spread out 4 attacks in every single slot. Like that's great. Thanks for doing that. It means we're not gonna get Vegito's revive up in this turn, but it's fine. Go ahead and proceed like this. We should be completely okay on this turn as long as. I mean, I guess if Universe 7 at the end gets super attacked, we might not be in the greatest position, but like I think we'll live. And if double tech UI on the next rotation is not great, I would say, but. Anyways, back to Jiren. So that's his leader skill. 12 key, he just gets attack and defense for 1 turn. 18 key, he gets 50% attack and defense for 1 turn, and then he has a high chance to stun. Passive, he gets 8 key, attack and defense 350%, like just straight up, just like that. He gets an action break for like when he attacks for the first turn when he shows up. He reduces damage by 50%. Gets another attack and defense 50% when attacking, gets another attack 100%, and a great chance to crit, and an 11% damage reduction as the second or third attacker. So he's definitely not a slot 1 unit in his like base form. Like he's definitely slot 2. Like you could risk running him in slot 1, but he is missing like 11% damage reduction plus a bit of defense, so I would not recommend it. And then he also has a standby. Oh my god, we did a lot of damage this turn. He has a standby for 5 turns, and you can use it basically on the second turn that he shows up on. Oh, let's go play these. Goku! Son Goku-san! Goku! Alright, so I'm gonna put on the old OST. Okay, cool. Alright, so we'll keep the rainbow UI here, and then yeah, we'll just play it like this, because good old boy Jiren is a slot 2 unit. Goku will give him a little bit of defense as well here when he super attacks. So defense is at 325, You know, keep in mind he gets 50% on 18 ki, plus he gets 50% when attacking. So defense here post super is probably like, I want to say like 700 something K. With in slot 2 also he'll have up to 61% damage reduction. So I think that's pretty good. He's not gonna like eat like he's not gonna eat us. Like I think even if he gets supered this turn, I want to say he's not gonna eat it for double digits. I guess we'll see, but granted, like you're only gonna really be in this form of Jiren for one turn most of the time. Like unless you're running double Jiren, then one of them is gonna be stuck in this form for a little bit. But again, he's not bad in this form, not at all. And, you know, if you're only running one of him, then you're only going to be in this form for one turn, because the next turn when we come back to him, we're just going to go into the standby. So, also keep in mind this turn we are getting juiced by Team Universe 7, is their 18 key effect, giving attack and defense 50% for 2 turns. So 14 mil, he has a 70% chance to crit. There's the attack break. The one thing about Jiren is he does not have any additionals, like anywhere in his different forms, his different passives. We did not get super there. There is a chance that we might have attack broke the super, honestly, because I guess we'll see if they super UI here at the end. But UI Goku got supered right away and then got attacked 3 times. And these guys' cooldown is 3 attacks, so they could have super Jiren that first attack, and Jiren might have just attack broke it. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go on a limb. I'm going on a limb here and just say that Jiren attack broke the super attack right there. So, all right, AGL UI here has guaranteed dodge, so we don't have nothing to worry about. We are gonna be a little bit. I kind of don't want to, like, I want Vegeta not to kill here. But then again, I think like if Vegeta doesn't kill here and they super attack him first attack, he is okay, never mind. They're not gonna be able to super attack him first attack. But all I was saying is if Vegeta gets super attack like first attack here, we would get washed immediately. Anywho, so Jiren, so yeah, on this next turn we'll be able to go into standby. His standby is for 5 turns, which is good. And you know, condition is literally just the next turn from him being the entry. So in his standby, obviously he's unable to attack. He gets defense 350%. He gives all allies. Ooh, hold on. I was not looking. I don't know how many times he got hit. Are we dead here? Okay, we're not. Okay, I'm sorry I ever doubted you, Vegeta. I just, you know, get a little scared here and there. He gives all allies key 3. He gets damage reduction by 50%, but he also gets 11% damage reduction per key sphere obtained, which means you only have to get, like if you want to be absolutely invulnerable, you just have to get 5 key spheres with Jiren, and he has a plus 100% damage reduction, which allows him to literally take no damage. He also gets an extra 100% defense when he takes a hit, like if he needs it, obviously, because you know if he has 100% damage reduction, even if he has 0 defense, it doesn't matter. He also orb changes himself, certain type to AGL, so it's good that he makes his own orbs to help you fulfill the 5 orb condition that you need. And if you, I don't really like this, like he gives all allies 70% attack. I think it's for 2 turns? I could be wrong. I don't know if it's just for the turn or 2 turns, but he gives all allies 70% attack if he's the 2nd or 3rd unit to obtain key, which I don't necessarily like that, just because I feel like when you go into his standby, you're using him in slot 1, so I don't see the point of that, but you know, it's there if you, for some, like if you, let's say, like I could, well I'm not gonna, but let's just say if UI Goku had his domain up this turn, I could put him in slot 1, we'd be completely fine, and then I can just put Jiren in slot 2 to give Tech UI like extra juice if I really wanted to, but I'm not gonna do that here. But anyways, without further ado, let's go ahead and go into the standby with good old boy Jiren. I forgot that Limit Break Survivor plays during this part. I really hope that doesn't cause problems. Okay, so we actually kind of got screwed with the orbs. Not really the greatest here, but oh well, we'll roll with it. So we're only gonna be able to get 3 orbs here, which means Jiren will be up to 83% damage reduction if I math correctly. I need to get you guys rainbow orbs. No, I can only get 1. That's kind of eh. Alright, see how this goes. I think Jiren will still be fine here. Like 83% damage reduction, plus all the defense he has. Maybe he'll take a little bit of damage from this, but I don't think he's gonna die necessarily. Yeah. Look, that wasn't even max orbs or whatever you want to call it. So we could have easily ate that for double digits. Even it's just we kind of got screwed a little bit with the orbs, but you know it happens. So yeah, that's pretty much it with this form. Now the good thing about this form is, you know, the fact that it lasts for 5 turns, because you can transform with him like the next turn if you want, if you have the charge skill filled up with 25 orbs. But you could also just keep him, like I could keep him for a second turn, because again, he is like invulnerable in this form, basically, as long as you give him his orbs. So if you don't really want to transform him, you don't have to. So that is one good thing about Jiren here. Alright, so right here, I think I'm just gonna throw out UI Goku to die, honestly. Like AGL UI. Just to get the revive in the video, you know, get Vegeta's revive. Yeah, let's just make sure we get as many orbs as possible, though. Ugh, I don't think we're gonna be able to fill up Jiren's gauge this next turn. Oh, well, actually, we'll be able to. It's just I'm gonna have to put him in slot 2. I'm just mainly worried that Tech UI next turn will just absolutely incinerate Vegeta, because it's very likely that he will. I'll try to hold back with him, I guess, just to avoid that happening. But yeah, so Jiren's finish skill, you have to get, he does have an animation if you don't get 25 orbs, which is kind of a cool animation. It's just, all it does is it reverts you back to the first form of Jiren, and it gives you 3 ki and 30% attack, I think, for the turn. Come on, Vegeta, you didn't super AGL UI there? I thought for sure he was gonna super right away. Because he can't, I don't think he'll be able to kill Int Evo Vegeta. Yeah, no, I don't think he can kill it, because this guy's like fully built up now. Maybe if he supers him like right away, we can. We'll see, I guess. But yeah, once you get 25 key orbs, you can transform into full power Jiren, and full power Jiren is, needless to say, a monster. Yeah, no, he had to. I'm pretty sure he had to super him right away. I don't think it's gonna kill. Yeah, no, yeah, Vegeta's. When Vegeta's fully built up, he is a different type of monster, to say the least. Yeah, you see, it's like, I would want to put Jiren in slot 2 here, but you know, to get all, well, actually, does he get bust in slot 2 in full power? He does not. Okay, so, I mean, screw it, we'll just put him in slot 1 then. So we'll go ahead and just pop all these animations. Actually, wait, we can't even put him in slot 1 because I'm missing 1 orb. Okay, I think what we'll do is we'll put these guys in slot 1, and we'll just use an item to make sure that we live. Well, anyways, let's just go ahead and start playing these animations.
赤が足止めに随分と全力を出されたようですね。
もし俺が失敗してもお前がいればあとは大丈夫だと思ったからな。
信頼していただけて光栄ですよ。
You know, that was totally on accident, but I'm actually not mad at that because at least I got the animation in the video. So, give me 1 second. I'm going to just quickly pause and come back when we actually are transforming with full power Jiren. But there you guys go. That's the animation that you would get if you decide to activate his finish skill before 24 key. So, give me 1 second and I'll come back with the other animation.
負けるはずがない。負けたら全てを失ってし
Bro,
ま
did I
うこ
really
と
just
に
do
な
that
る。
again? Oh, my brain. Yo, in my head originally I was like, oh, okay, I'll just edit this out, but honestly, this is too funny not to include. Okay, give me 1 second. I'll be right back again.
強さこそ正義。強さこそ絶対だ。
You know, I almost made a third mistake of forgetting to unpause the recording. Okay, so let's go ahead and just talk about Jiren real quickly here. So full power Jiren, you transform with him. He is an absolute god. So 12 key, he gets 50% attack and defense for 1 turn. 18 key, he gets 100% attack for 1 turn, and then 30% defense for 1 turn. And his 18 key has a 100% chance to stun. It's not really important in these fights. The only fight that's important in, I would say, is Cell Max, because eventually you will be able to stun him, so Jiren will be able to guarantee stun him. He gets key 11, attack and defense 400%. He gets 60% damage reduction base. He has a Scouter plus 11% damage reduction for the first turn. So his very first turn, he has 71% damage reduction. Plus he has a Scouter. So what you could do with Jiren is you can use him as like an item type thing. Like, you know, because, you know, he has multiple turns in his standby. So, like, I could use him as a Scouter, be like, alright, let me see where the super attack is. Like, alright, super attack's in slot 1. Okay, we'll just put Jiren's, we'll just reset the app and then put Jiren's, standby in slot 1. And then Jiren will just keep that super attack. He gets an additional attack and defense 111% when attacking. He gets a great chance to crit, plus an additional chance to crit with each super attack performed. But I don't think that necessarily matters because he gets another 50% attack, and he gets basically guaranteed crits on 24 key, which, as you can see right now, we are literally living in 24 key. And lastly, he gets additional 50% attack with every super attack he receives, which is interesting because I would say 9 out of 10 times when you get this guy out, the fight's over. Like there's no winning per se. All right, now I don't know if what's their name, Frieza 17 would be okay in slot 1, so I'm just gonna go ahead and use that item so that we can skedaddle by. Oh yeah, see, yeah, they would have 100% died. They're taking that much damage with the, like, obviously they'll be okay after they super attack, but I think it's also because they haven't really built up at all. These guys are a really good unit. Like, I'm not dissing them at all. I just want to make sure that we get Jiren's attack in. So Jiren here, like, if you have him at 55% like I do, not like, he does have the 5 additional you can get for free, and then like whatever additional you can give him from equips. But 9 out of 10 times here, he is just going to do the one big super attack like this. Yep, 29 mil. This is guaranteed crit, guaranteed stun, all that good stuff. But, you know, stun we can't really use here. But, aw, damn, we didn't kill, so we didn't get the... We did not get the little KO screen that we could get, but... I know we used an item here, by the way, but Jiren would have ate that for double digits, even without the item, in my opinion. You should have to take my word for that. Well, at least we'll get UI Goku's KO screen. That's cool. But yeah, so Jiren 9 out of 10 times when you have him at 55%, he's just gonna do that one big super attack, and then that's it. Like, he's not doing anything else. So that's why I feel like some people might see him as boring, see him as not good, or whatever you want to call it. But in my opinion, he's just like, he's just good. Like, you know, he doesn't have any gimmicks. His transformation conditions are not bad. They're not annoying to get. It's all easy. It all flows. Like, it's just plain power, which is honestly, like, it fits Jiren's characters, because like Jiren as a antagonist, or is it I always forget which one it is, but you know, as a villain, quote unquote, he just, like, you know, he showed up. He is strong as hell. He has like kind of a plain, simple backstory, but he's just that strong. And that's kind of what they did here with him in Dokkan as well. It's like he's here, he does his job. He's not pushing out like the most insane, like, oh, 5 supers, you know, 30 million attack stat each one. Like, he just has one big attack stat, and then that's it pretty much. So I like him. I personally, I'm a big fan, because I like units that don't give me a headache when I'm using them, because there's nothing more annoying than spending the whole fight like fighting with a unit's conditions to get them out. And, you know, you have characters like this guy who's just like, oh, hey, the one condition he has is, like, literally the second turn from his first appearance. And then, like, to get him out of his standby, you have to get 25 orbs. But you have 5 turns to do that. So it's way, way too easy, like, to get him out. Like, you can basically make your own choice about how to play this character. So, yeah, I don't know where I would put him in the top 10, mainly because top 10 is a little bit of a weird spot right now for me. There's a lot of characters in my head that changed. I want to record these new hard fights, and then I'll probably make a tier list after that. I know the tier list videos always seem to do pretty well, so we'll see how this next one goes. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about Jiren. Let me know if you guys let me know, I guess the main question, let me know if you guys think that he is boring, or if he is completely fine the way he is, because that's how I feel about him. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.